How's it going, folks? Dirk here at GC Blues 45. We had some games that are finals already, and we already have some games going on, but we can still get these games on this pregame report in. I'll give you the final scores of the games that are already done. Then, when we do the postgame report, I'll give you the full report, the full stats and stuff. All right, starting off with Islanders at the Flyers. They're currently in final. This game went to a shootout. Final score was 4-3. Once again, I'll give you the full stats later on. Colorado at Boston. Um, Boston wins by the score of 3-2. Now we get into the games that are currently going on. Currently in the second intermission, it is the Tampa Bay Lightning at home against the Anaheim Ducks. Currently, Anaheim is 4-2-1 and 9 points. Tampa is 1-4-2 and 4 points. And the money line currently has Tampa at a minus. Now, this is current money line, okay? Let me tell you this. This is current money line. A minus 2,100 to a plus 1,000. Okay, that's current money line. And I'm going Tampa. And you can watch this game on. First meeting between these two teams. Next meeting is in December, New Year's Eve. The spot, which is courtesy of Sports, Victory Plus in Anaheim, and K Cop 13, which is a station up in Anaheim. Also currently going on right now is the second game. 100. Also currently going on is Vegas at Florida. They're currently in the second period. Florida is currently, Vegas is 5-0-2 and 12 points. Florida is 4-5-0 and 8 points. Current money line, Florida are the favorites, minus 238 to a plus 180. I am going Florida because I think they can do it. I really think they can pull it off. And you can watch this game on first meeting between these two teams. Second meetings in November. Script Sports in Vegas and Script Sports in Florida. Scripts and scripts. All right. Flip the page. Also, on here, I do need to get money line for Toronto and Buffalo. Just hold up real fast. You know what? I'll be right back, guys. Okay, also going on. Currently in the second period is the Utah Mammoth at the Minnesota Wild. Currently, the Utah is 6-2-0 and 12 points. Minnesota is 4-3-1 and 7 points. Money line minus 600 for the Mammoth. Wild plus 390. I'm going Utah because I just think they can do it. And you can watch this game on first meeting between these two teams. Second meeting is next year in February. FanDuel Sportsnet North, Utah 16, the NBC station up in Utah, and FanDuel Sportsnet Wisconsin. Also going on currently is in the third period right now. It is the Toronto Maple Leafs at home against the Buffalo Sabres, which is their second game. They both played last night. Currently, Buffalo is 4-4-0 and 8 points. Toronto is 3-4-1 and 7 points. Moneyline has the Maple Leafs as the favorite as a minus 135 to a plus 105. But you know what though, folks? I'm going for the underdogs on this one. I am gonna go for Buffalo because I think they can do it. I think they can pull out the back-to-back. That's why I'm going for it. And you can watch this game on Sportsnet 1, which is the streaming home of Sportsnet and MSG Buffalo. That's the square card in Buffalo. All right. Now, games that just started. The St. Louis Blues, my Blues, against Detroit in Detroit. Currently, the Blues are 3-3-1 and 7 points. Detroit is 5-3-0 and 10 points. You be the judge on this one. St. Louis is a minus 115 to Detroit's 105. Detroit are the favorites, but I'm going for the Blues. I love the Blues. I think they got a good chance of winning, and I'll never go against them. And first meeting between these two teams, second meeting is in 3 days in St. Louis. And you can watch this on FanDuel Sportsnet Detroit and FanDuel Sportsnet Midwest. Also, just starting in Washington is Ottawa at the Caps. Chance for Ovechkin to pick up goal number 900 tonight if he does it. First match between these two teams. And currently, Ottawa is 3-4-1 and 7 points. Washington is 6-2-0 and 12 points. MoneyLine has Washington at a minus 125 to plus 105. And Washington played last night, but I think they got a good chance of winning. And you know how hard it is to win the back-to-back, but I think Washington could do it, so I'm going for Washington. And you can watch this on NHL Network and MS Sportsnet 360, which is the home of, which is a streaming service for Sportsnet, and Momentum, which is the home of all Washington sports. And all right, also just started was the Carolina, the Columbus Blue Jackets, and the Pittsburgh Penguins. This game, Columbus is 4-3-0 and 6 points. Pittsburgh is 6-2-0 and 12 points. Moneyline has Pittsburgh as the favorites as a minus 170 to plus 100. I am going to go Pittsburgh because Columbus is tired, so I think they got a good chance of winning it. And you can watch this game on. Well, I got these games out of order, but at least I can still. First meeting between these two teams, by the way. Next meeting's in November. FanDuel Sportsnet Ohio and Sportsnet Pittsburgh, which is the home of all Pittsburgh sports. Also, just starting is Montreal at Vancouver. Currently, Montreal is 6-3-0 and 12 points. Vancouver 4-4-0 and 8 points. On the money line, you're the judge on this one. Montreal is a minus 112 with Vancouver minus 108. Vancouver are the favorites, but Montreal's been doing pretty good of late, so I'm going to go Montreal. So yeah, going for Montreal. And first meeting between these two teams, next meeting's in January. You can watch this on CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Company, and TVA Sports. All right, now we're going to the later games. At 8 o'clock Eastern, it is the Kings at the Predators. Currently, the Kings are 3-3-2 and 8 points. Nashville's also 3-3-2 and 8 points. So identical record rise and point wise. Moneyline has the Kings as the favorites at minus 148 to a plus 124. I am going LA. I think LA has a good chance of winning and stuff, so really looking forward to this. And first meeting between these two teams, second meeting is next year in April. You can watch this on FanDuel, Sportsnet South, and FanDuel Sportsnet Northwest. Which is kind of weird. Oh, sorry, not Northwest. FanDuel Sportsnet West. So it's FanDuel Sportsnet South and FanDuel Sportsnet West. Not Northwest. Where I get Northwest from. Next is the Hurricanes at the Stars. That's right, the Kings at the Stars. The Kings at the Stars. Currently, the Hurricanes are 6-1-0 and 12 points. The Stars are 3-3-1 and 7 points. The Kings are the underdogs at a minus 102 to a minus 122. And folks, this is my upset special tonight. I am going for the Hurricanes. That's right. So here's how this works. Guess the final score. I will get you a Hurricanes jersey. So you guess the Canes and you get the final score correct. I will send you a Cane out. Then I'll put your name in a drawing and put you in a drawing for a Hurricanes jersey. Your choice, the home, the road, or the alternate. You pick it. I'll get it. And so that's at 7 o'clock Eastern. First meeting, second meetings in January. And you can watch this on FanDuel, Sportsnet South, and Victory Plus in Dallas. And finally, the nightcap, Edmonton at Seattle. That's right, Edmonton at Seattle. Currently, Edmonton is 4-3-1 and 9 points. Seattle is 4-2-2 and 10 points. So they're pretty near each other in record-wise and also point-wise. The Oilers are the favorites at minus 180 to plus 150 according to for the money line. And you know what? I like the Oilers. I think the Oilers got a good chance of winning, so that's why I'm going for them. And you can watch this game on, by the way, first meeting between these two teams. Next meeting is in November. CBC, Sportsnet 1, Kraken Hockey Network, and Kong. That's it, folks. We are done. Thank you very much for tuning in. By the way, last night I went 3-1. So that does improve my record a little bit, and I'll give you my record going into after tonight. Thanks very much for tuning in. Please stay safe, take care. Remember the Lord's watching, and I'll see you later tonight for the post-game report. And go Blues!